and this is my informative speech. My informative speech is going to be on my favorite sport, football. I started playing football when I was in the 6th grade and played 1 year Pee Wee League. I went out to middle school football and played football throughout my high school career. I played very many positions, but my favorite position to play was defensive back, which is on the defensive side of the ball. I love playing football because I love all the fans and I love the energy from each one of them. A lot of the lessons I learned is how to get knocked down, or how to get knocked down and get back up, and pick up your teammates when they fall. I always also love how there's competitive matchups on the field at all times. The game of football originated in 1892. There are a lot of rules that changed the football to make it what it is today. A play that offenses used to run in the early stages of football was called the flying wedge, where offenses would take one player, defenses would take another, and they would throw them into each other. This play was banned due to concussions. College football was originated before NFL was. It came before 4 schools, Harvard, Yale, Rutgers, and Princeton, who came together to form what is now known as the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association. On November 6, 1869, University of Rutgers played the University of Princeton and faced off in the first collegiate game ever played. Walter Camp was considered by most to be one of the most influential people to make the development of American football. In 1876, he went to Yale on every sports scholarship they could offer him. After playing football for them, he came back and created the sport as we know today. There is even a reward given to people in his name for the most influential person at the time in college. The NFL did not officially start until 1920, having 2 different sides: the NFC, the National Football Conference, and the AFC, the American Football Conference. On January 15, 1967, the Green Bay Packers played the Kansas City Chiefs and beat them 35-10, winning the first ever Super Bowl. Throughout the years, there have been different rule changes and how it is played. Even though the game is still played very similar, there are a lot of rules protecting players from concussions and CTC. Many players have received CTE now, but didn't know it back then because they couldn't find out until they were dead, because a person cannot be exempted for that as long as they're alive. Doctors are coming up with new ways to protect players and with better suits and helmets. Many people who played in the old days are now having memory loss and dying due to concussions served in the NFL. The NFL has tried to take out as many head-on collisions as possible, even though football is a physical game and that is the way they want it to be. It's very physical, but football happens and sometimes people get hurt. But it is also important to not forget about the people that came before us to give us this beautiful game we call football. Thanks again. My name is Austin Bergantz, and this is my informative speech about my favorite sport, football.